Warning. This video contains spoilers for the new games Pokemon X and Y on Nintendo 3DS. If you've not yet reached the point in the game that this video covers, proceed at your own risk. Pokemon rules.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Pokemon X and Y vlogs.
What's up? You may have noticed we are not in my room anymore. We are now in our office.
Yay!
Da-da-da-da.
Yay, office!
Da-da-da-da.
Don't copyright.
Yeah. So, that is out of the way. So that's the explanation for this new
Blinds
setting.
that you see behind us.
Maybe if we do this in the daytime sometime, we'll have a beautiful vista out there for you to see.
You'll be able to see the video.
Yeah, but for now, let's just catch up on our vlog.
Sure.
We didn't do this at the right time this week, but that's
Right.
just because we had our stream to worry about and we were all sick.
Which was amazing, by the way. You guys did really, really
Oh
great.
my god, yeah,
Wow,
absolutely.
it was incredible. So
yeah.
thank you all for donating. You can donate anytime, also at our PayPal, which is still up for indefinitely. But like awesome
Just
stuff. You guys
craziness.
really blew us away. We are like beyond words.
Yeah, and we just finished a little while ago, so we're like really exhausted right now.
Yeah.
We played DDR, we played a bunch of Mario Kart, we
I'm
played Pokemon battles, we played Pokemon Snap. It was fun.
Yeah,
very,
super
very fun.
fun.
But anyway,
So-
on to our X and Y playthroughs.
Yay.
So we finished the Pokeball Factory thing, we got the Master Ball, Laver City's down, and we're on to Brunway, or Brunway, or Brunway.
I thought it was Brun.
Brun? Probably means bear, maybe, right?
I don't know.
I have no
what
idea.
Brun-
That's
Brun
just
means.
that's just a guess.
all right. I don't see. It doesn't really relate. Anyway, this route, it's very cool. And as I was like thinking about this part in the game, I really realized something really fascinating about the Kalos region that I'm about to share with you guys. And it just really blew my mind, and it was very, very awesome. And this route is full of like fallen leaves. It's kind of, I mean, it feels like it could be windy. There are trainers hiding in like fallen leaves all over the ground.
Right.
Lots of like oranges and browns
It's like a
and stuff.
super autumn.
It's very autumny. And then I realized this game, the region is designed to follow a passage of time. Like it's kind of beautiful in that way.
Mm-hmm.
You start your journey in springtime, where everything begins in spring. New flowers. The flowers are in bloom. The Pokemon are all kind of
The
like
music's
young.
literally like
The music like flutters.
Yeah.
And it's just like springtime all around. You travel westward and you get to the coast where it's the beach and it's sunlight and it's like kind of like relaxing. And it's you know, definitely an air of summertime. You travel northward, you get to the swamps, the Brunway that has all the fallen leaves, and everything seems a little bit darker and a little bit more heavy. And then finally, as you travel eastward, the snow begins to fall, and it's wintertime.
Spoilers.
Well, yes, that's just a minor one though.
Yeah.
But it really made me happy because it made me feel like you're not just a kid that's like having a week-long journey and saving the world in a week.
Right.
It really feels like time has passed and like you're really growing and like learning, and even though, you know, you're grinding through the levels on your Pokemon so fast, it still feels like it kind of takes you into like a world that maybe time moves a little bit differently. So I thought that was
it just makes it
fascinating.
feel like the journey is a little longer.
And Kalos is shaped circularly like a clock, like time. Very, very cool.
That's amazing.
Bless you.
Sorry, that's gross. Yeah, so that's a really cool little thing that you kind of discovered there.
Yeah.
But anyway, Brunway is the first place that you can get a very, very cool Pokemon that a lot of the more competitive battlers have been excited about as kind of like the sequel to Whimsicott.
Yeah, but Whimsicott's better.
Well, you can say what you will about that, but his name's Klefki. He looks like literally like a key ring.
a little keychain. And
Yeah.
he holds keys.
He like literally has them on his thing.
And they're real keys. He collects keys, which is like the cute thing about him, is that he collects keys. When you knock him out, he drops all of his keys, which
Yeah.
is like, oh, poor little guy. Well, the thing is, though, is that his base speed is slower than Whimsicott, so if you have a prankster Whimsicott against a prankster Klefki, your Whimsicott's gonna win. So, no one can beat it. Oops.
Okay, well, enough smugness. If you want to grab a Klefki, that's where to do it. He's pretty useful throughout the game because he has Prankster, which means that all his moves that aren't attacks go first, which is amazing. The route is not super complicated, which is nice compared to some of the other routes that I've been before. But there's a lot of like cool dark types around here. There's Murkrow, there's Mightyena from Gen 3. Ponyard, who's a really cool Pokemon that I don't think I gave him his due in Gen 5. He's cool. He's like a bladed, like little knight guy. He's cool. And there's a lot of other guys
And
around.
Lombre, too, if you want your Ludicolo.
Oh yeah, from our hilarious Ludicolo episode. Yeah, sorry about my incessant coughing. I'm still a little bit sick. But you go through that route. It's pretty like
I mean, it's not super long. It's pretty easy to like go through. You get to the end of the route and you get a holo clip, and it's from Lysander.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Sure. He's talking about Megastones again, which is like the ultimate sort of like driving. Like it's like the MacGuffin of the game, which in Indiana Jones, the MacGuffin is like the Lost Ark, the Holy Grail, that kind of thing, the Shankara stones. And so basically what he says is that Megastones unlock powers that Pokemon are unable to achieve normally. And then he thinks like, I wonder if it has to do with the person too. Like, is it everybody that can do this as long as they have the equipment, or is it just certain people? And then he's just like, bye.
Bye. It's
It's a weird phone call.
Why did Lysander call me?
Yeah, it's a weird phone call.
It makes sense when you walk into the next town, but like for right now, it doesn't. It's just like, oh, okay, bye, Lysander.
I think that the next town is one of my favorites.
But we're not going to go there quite yet. We're actually going to explore southward a little bit.
Okay.
Because Route 16, Melancholy Path, is really cool, and it's just a connector back to Lumio City, but it has a lot of really neat things that you should check out before you move on to Dendemil Town. One of those being the Lost Hotel.
Yeah, the Lost Hotel is weird. It's like one of those places from like an 80s movie where there's like street punks and they like somehow have like a base,
like an abandoned building,
like in Ninja Turtles when like you find that the Foot Clan is like a bunch of like teen punks just like chilling and skating. And so it's like a graffiti filled like empty ruined hotel, and it's really cool, and like everyone in there is kind of like mean.
Yeah, they're all like, grungy.
But because it's kind of like a creepy place, it's kind of like the like power plant in the way that the power plant is in some other games.
Yeah, there's like secret areas to go to. Some places are like blocked off. Bookshelves are falling over, things like that. You can get lots of TMs here and stuff like that, but you can also get some cool Pokemon too. Like Litwick is here, and who else is here?
Litwick, Magneton, Rotom is in the trash.
Yeah, the rustling trash cans sometimes.
On certain days
sometimes it's Trubbish. Most of the time it's Trubbish. Sometimes it's Rotom.
Yeah,
so.
Rotom is awesome. If you don't know who Rotom is, he's like a little ghost electric type that can like change type depending on which like electrical appliance he possesses.
And you can change his form at the lab, the professor's lab.
In Lumios. Yeah. So he's really actually good. The washing machine, water type, electric type version of him is like a valid competitive Pokemon. So if you're looking for some type coverage and some bulk, he's a good one.
Sure.
Other than that, there's not a whole bunch here, but there's like a lot of skate stuff going on because everybody's skaters. So you can learn this like cosmic flip trick from one of the skaters in here. If
you've learned all the other rollerblading tricks around the Kalos region, which you can find some, you can look it up online if you're like really into roller skating. You can learn the cosmic flip roller skate trick.
It's literally just like for fun. It has like no real purpose.
But that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's not too much to do, so you can continue on Route 16, which is pretty neat.
This is another cool ass place because in here you've got these two like. I think it's weird that there's two of them. I think it's like an interesting choice. I don't exactly know why they did it, but there's two new Pokemon that are both Ghost Grass type. One of them is Pumpkaboo, and one of them is Phantom.
And they're both in the same games.
They're
in both games, which is weird. I would have thought they would have been version exclusive.
Pumpkaboo's really cool. Pumpkaboo's based like kind of off a jack-o'-lantern. It's where the spookiness.
That little bat on top of it.
Yeah, he's got like bat wings, jack-o'-lantern. And the thing about Pumpkaboo is Gorgeist. I don't know if it's Pumpkaboo too. But Gorgeist evolves into different sizes.
Yeah.
I think it is Pumpkaboo's as well. And they evolve, and their stats are different based on what size they are. So that's his deal.
So that's really neat.
Yeah, and then Phantom has a great ability.
Harvest.
He's like a possessed tree. He's like
he's cool.
He's based off like a tree that looks like a person, like the Wizard of Oz tree or like the Haunted Mansion, like Disneyland trees.
Or the Ents from
like something like that. He's like a spooky possessed tree.
He's cool.
And he has Harvest, which is like if he uses a berry, there's a 50% chance every time he's out, even if you switch him out and switch him back in, and you didn't use the berry, there's a chance that he will just grow it back and have it again.
Great.
Which is awesome. Which is like so you like if you give him the Lumberry, which is like a battle move, like it cures status effects, like. And you give him like the right recovery moves and stuff, he can just like live forever.
It's
because
great.
You can like burn him, you can toxic him, he just might heal at any time. It's great.
Great. So there's another thing on this route that's pretty awesome. It's called the Fishing Shack, and this place is really useful because it gives you the Super Rod first
Which is
of all.
like finally So good.
finally something amazing. And then the fishing guru talks to you about getting consecutive fishing bonuses or something like that. He says
It's
if
kind
you
of vague
fish-
what he says.
He's like, if you fish multiple times in a row, you can find some rare Pokemon, which is neat because I mean, if you fish multiple times in a row and you keep on getting a fish chain, so to speak, you do get some rare Pokemon. But this is also the easiest way to get a shiny Pokemon in X and Y.
Honestly, I've done it in 20 minutes, like more than once.
I did it last night and I got a Corsola.
Yeah, literally great. So this is fish chaining. This is like we're going to do like a brief explanation. We're probably going to do this again later in like its own dedicated trainer tips or something like that about shiny Pokemon.
Right.
But this is how you do fish chaining. You stand in one spot.
Get off your blades.
Yeah, get off your rollerblades because that breaks the chain.
Press your D-pad only. D-pad only, do not use the stick.
Yeah. And then it helps to have somebody in your party in the first position that has the ability Suction Cups, which draws Pokemon to you because it makes it much less likely that you're going to not get a bite.
miscast.
Yeah.
Right.
And then another thing that I would say to do is give that thing a smoke ball
So that you can run.
so you can run from any fight because even if
Unlike Poke Raider chaining, when you fish chain, you don't have to fight the Pokemon. You can run from it,
Yeah.
and it keeps your chain.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
So you just keep doing it, literally, and as you do it up to 40 times in a row, your odds of getting
A shiny?
just like get smaller and smaller to the point that we're like bigger and bigger.
pretty good.
I guess like they get better. Like it's more
get better.
likely the more you do it up to 40 fish.
There are a couple things that you can do to break your chain, so we'll tell you those. If you get on your rollerblades by accident, your chain will break. If you move to a different spot, your chain will break, so you cannot move. If you don't get a bite on your rod, you will
Tough luck.
lose the chain.
Yeah,
Too
tough
bad.
luck.
Sorry, it happens sometimes and it sucks. If you reel the rod in too fast or slow, you'll also break your chain. But as long as you continually keep catching Pokemon, you don't have to fight them.
The other thing that's important is it doesn't matter what Pokemon it is for fish
Right,
chaining. This
right.
is the other thing. Like every other type of chaining has to do with fighting the same Pokemon in a row a lot of times. This is just fishing in the same spot.
Right.
So that's cool because you can go to an area where, maybe there's a rare Pokemon or maybe there's like 2 or 3 Pokemon that you like. Like I went to the swamp and I was like trying to get Whiscash. And I just kept fishing in the same spot because I really like Whiscash and I think his shiny looks cool. And I caught like 2 other things that are also awesome. I ended up with a shiny at one point. I got from the same place. I got like a Clauncher once. And like one other thing, and
Poliwhirl?
Yeah, Poliwhirl, and Poliwhirl and Whiscash were in the same place. But like you can trade those ones that you don't like. It's a great gateway to like getting into the shiny trading
And especially
market.
if you haven't gotten a shiny before, because a lot of people are like, the shiny chances are better, but I still haven't got one. This is the easiest way to get a shiny. So
Yeah.
I would say if you want to try to do it, try to get it.
yeah. It's really like it's boring to do it, but it's fun. Like it's fun to have shiny Pokemon. And it's fun to feel like the system works because, dude, it is crazy.
And there are a lot of Pokemon that you can catch by fishing, and it's pretty awesome.
Like Starmie is available, Dratini is available.
Some
like,
places,
yeah.
Octillery, Corsola.
You want to tell everybody about the
Lantern.
You want to tell everybody about the Golden Octazooka Club?
Oh yeah, if you by chance fish and catch yourself a shiny Octazooka or a shiny Remoraid, which you then evolve into an Octazooka, if you nickname it and you send me a picture of it on Twitter, you will join the Golden Octazooka Club. Which
How many
is
people are in the Golden Octazooka?
like 25, 26 right now. Currently nothing has happened with the club, but you would be on a list.
This is Kellie's.
And-
This is Kellie's own club. This is
Yes,
her.
this is a secret club that you. all
I'm not
know
even in
about.
the club.
He's not in
I
it.
don't have a shiny
No, no.
Octillery.
But there's a lot of people that are in it. So if you want to catch a shiny Octazooka and it's like your first foray into fish training, it might be fun.
Get
So-
into that Golden Octazooka Club.
Or if you caught anything else by shiny fish chaining or have any other tips, you can leave those in the comments below too.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, we decided ahead of time that we weren't going to do any questions this week because we're a little sick and we're running out of time.
I'm tired.
We did this whole stream today. We're just very, very exhausted. But if you'd like to send us something, some kind of fan mail. A lot of people were asking about that today on the stream. The address is going to literally be on the end card,
Okay, yeah.
and
so
it always
take
is on the. It always is on the end card. So anytime you feel like you want to send us something, that's where to send it.
Otherwise, ask us some questions because we will do questions in the future and on more vlogs in the future.
Yeah,
So,
and if you have questions about the fish chaining or shiny stuff or whatever, just find us on Twitter. We're happy to answer questions,
Right.
as long as they're not like selfish, self-serving questions that are trying to trick us into like helping you feel cool in some way. It's true. Like it's true. Like it's one thing to like be supportive and talk to somebody over Twitter. It's another thing to like make demands of them and make them feel guilty. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's me just blowing off some steam about problems that I have sometimes. I think the people who do it know who they are, and they do it consciously, but that's fine.
Yeah. We're always willing to help as long as you are
As long as
willing
it's not
to,
obviously
be cool
you trying to
about
be
it.
selfish. Anyway, next time we go to Dendemil, which is my favorite town.
Great.
It's gonna be cool.
The ice cave.
Yeah, the ice
Frost
cave is
cavern.
awesome. We're not gonna spoil it too much for the 10 of you out there who still haven't played through X and Y. But
There's quite a lot of people, actually.
I know, but the number is getting smaller the longer and longer we go through
Do
this.
the vlogs.
Yeah. Sorry about the video being late this week. We got sick. It was really just crazy.
Stuff happens, man.
But it's here now.
Yeah.
There's gonna be another one right back at its normal time on Thursdays next week. Thanks again for all your donations if you donated, and if you didn't donate and you came anyway, that was awesome.
Oh gosh, we had so much fun.
It was just a
really
great
fun
day.
time.
It was really fun. I'm Alex,
I'm Kels.
and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.